Good afternoon. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? I mean, you were made to thrive, and hopefully, if you're not thriving today, you're able to find a way to put some pieces in play that will move you forward toward thriving. And that's what I hope for you, for your business, your organization, whatever it is. But that's what I'm hoping you are experiencing today. And today, for the tip of the day, we're talking about how valuing the different personality styles will increase employee retention. It will increase your team hanging around, staying around for years, as well as, family members, friends. It all comes into play. And this is the thing. When someone feels like they can utilize their strengths and their innate abilities and operate and accomplish tasks and work with ideas according to those strengths, according to their wheelhouse or sweet spot, they're more engaged in what they do, right? So think of yourself. Has there ever been a time when you've had responsibilities or requirements on a regular basis that moved you outside of your area? Say you're a natural born communicator, and instead you were positioned in a space where you didn't get to communicate very often to people, where you had a lot of details that you had to work with, where it was maybe you and a computer screen. Do you realize and remember how frustrating that was? How energy draining that was? Or say you're a creator and you like creating movement and momentum forward, and you were always asked to slow down, to check things with people. Don't push forward, don't rock the boat, just stick with how things always are and have always been done. And meanwhile, you have this ability inside of you to create momentum, to create different results and different ways of solving the problem. So that's the whole thing with employee retention, is when you're looking at it and saying, okay, if I'm valuing the personality styles around me and I'm placing people in the areas where their responsibilities are aligned with their strengths of their personality, and it's continuing to energize them versus creating an environment where they're almost struggling, not IQ-wise, but just in what is energizing to their style. For me, if I had to communicate 24/7, I've been in situations where I felt like I had to do a lot of communicating, and it would take a long time for me to even take action because the communication is on the lower end of my scale, and details and information and being analytical is my strength. And so that's, it would take people longer to get to work. They'll be frustrated with that situation, and ultimately, pay and perks and bonuses and all that stuff is great for employee retention. But at the end of the day, if you feel like you can't contribute in your style, if you're continuing to have to shift and mold into an area that doesn't come naturally in your strength, it really creates this frustrating situation for individuals. And I'm sure you can identify how it was for you. And so your employees and your team members, they'll become frustrated after a while, and the money won't be enough. The bonuses won't be enough. And they'll ultimately, most times, end up walking away and moving on to somewhere else where they can feel like they can give more of who they are and where they can be an asset in their natural style. And so that's what I want to encourage you with today. Value the styles of the personalities around you so that you create the culture where people are embraced in their unique style. They are feeling useful in what they can contribute, and therefore they have a meaningful role that they play, as well as they don't feel like they have to constantly shift out of their area of strength to try to be someone else. And so I hope this helps you today. Hope it helps the people around you and helps your organization as well and propels you guys forward into thriving. So have a wonderful day, and we will see you again soon. Cheers.